What is up, all you try-hard gamers? We are back with Elite Dangerous Odyssey builds. This thing is an absolute monster. I messed around with the Type 10 before, and I've got some success out of it, but this build by far, I think is my favorite. This is my new mission runner. This is what I run missions with, this is what I do bounties with. It is absolutely fantastic, and the DPS is amazing, okay? But there is one caveat that you guys may not like about this. I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate and comments about it, but who gives a crap, right? Okay, so let's go to the loadout. Now you have to bear with me here because I'm still not used to Odyssey's unintuitive UI here. So let's go to optional internals first. What do you not see here? You do not see a shield, right? Yes, we're running a shieldless build. I'm doing a shieldless series right now. For some reason, I'm just absolutely obsessed with shieldless builds. I like the idea of not having to manage my pips as much. Keep as many pips as I want into engines as well as weapons. So here we go. We've got hull reinforcement packages out the butt here, and they're all heavy duty. Now here's the thing, I know some of you are going to say, well, you want some with resistances on them, but with the amount of hull reinforcement packages on here, it builds my resistance, thermal resistances, up to a point to about 50, just about 50%, under 50%, which is where you want to be at anyway. So I've got a crap ton of hull reinforcement packages. Fighter hanger, this is absolutely necessary. It helps close the gap in situations in which you would be jumped on by multiple ships if you're fighting a wing, and it also adds to the amazing damage that this thing does. You want an auto field maintenance unit for sure, in case you're doing the long campaign engagements, and you're gonna have to repair your modules. That's gonna come up, especially if your opponent is running some sort of missile build or something like that. And then you've got the module reinforcement package, which is self-explanatory. It basically keeps your modules from being destroyed as quickly. Okay, so let's run on to the core internals. Okay, so we've got military grade composite here. This is modded out for heavy duty. Okay, we've got heavy duty armor on there. Power plant. This I did low emissions, and the reason why I did it was because of the hardpoint choice. And you'll understand it once we get into it. But I also, and I should probably say this, have thermal spread on it as well. Thrusters are clean drive tuning as well as thermal spread. We want to keep the heat down as much as possible on this thing. Increased FDS range on the frameshift drive, life support 5D, power distributor charge enhanced, sensors 4A, that's self-explanatory. Now let's go to the utilities. Alright, so what you do want in utilities are point defenses, okay? So the way that I did this was, when I'm running a shieldless build, I try to make sure there's at least 1 or 2 point defense on top and 1 or 2 point defense on bottom, okay? So that makes sure, you know, if the missile's above you, it's going to get taken out. If the missile's below you, it's going to get taken out most of the time. Other than that, I'm running chaff launchers, which helps mitigate the damage that would otherwise be done to your hull when your opponent is running gimbaled weapons. And then I have the kill warrant scanner as usual. Okay, on to the hardpoints. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. I've got beam lasers. They're turreted. Now, I know a lot of you do not like turreted beam lasers. I personally think that they're useful in certain situations, specifically a situation like this where we are flying a giant space brick. And also, the beams, there's a relationship that goes on between the two weapons here. As you can see, I have beams, pack hounds, and a seeker missile rack, okay? There is sort of like a synergy that goes on between these two weapons. So the pack hounds create a crap ton of heat. Everyone knows this. and I've got 3 of them on here, including a seeker missile rack. If you fire one volley after another off of those things, your heat's going to be up like 200 or 300%, okay? That's why I opted for beams, efficient thermal vent. Now, again, before you jump on me, I know a bunch of people are out there saying, but you shouldn't put thermal vent on efficient beam lasers, right? That's true, unless your goal is to be able to fire your beams as much as possible and mitigate the heat that comes from the pack hound missiles. I'm not worried about the heat of the beam laser. That's not what I'm worried about. Okay, so I understand the argument. In every other situation in which you're worried about mitigating the heat from the beam laser, don't put efficient and thermal vent together. But that's not why I did it. I did it to offset the heat from the pack hounds and the seeker missile racks. And let me tell you, it works like a charm. Works like an absolute charm. 90% of the time, when I'm running these, I'm maybe under 10% heat. When I'm not when all beams are converging on target and I'm not firing the pack hound missile racks, I'm at between 5 and 0% heat, something stupid like that. So it works really well. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy the combat.
Cast me down to the place where I'll never sleep. No room in your house for this black sheep. Tell me more about the fruit that I'll never reap. Read your word, but I found that your talk is cheap. Slam that gavel with the force of a modern sin. Watch my face when it shows you the slightest grin. Tax my soul like a cosmic kingpin. Put me down like a wolf in sheepskin. Comes like a thief and descends from a black sky. Conquers earth with a mighty war cry. Take me down to the depths of a hellish fate. Deep down to the place where the worm will die. Comes like a thief and descends from a black sky. Conquers earth with a mighty war cry. Take me down to the depths of a hellish fate. Deep down to the place where the worm will die. Can't breathe from the haze of this black smoke. It's in my lungs and it burned in my throat. Save me, don't blame me, I hate me, just break me. Take me away, I can't even pray. Just even one day, don't treat me this way. This game that you play, this war I can say. No hope, threatened by the gun. No hope, rejected by the sun. Cried out, screamed out, held out, locked out. Take me away, I can't even pray. Just even one day, don't treat me this way. This game that you play, this war I can say. Set that goal to a place that I'll never reach. Show me that which you always seem to preach. Close that door in a way that I'll never breach. Never could live by what you always teach. Down to hell with a man that you never saved. Led down to a road that you always paved. Test me more with the sin that I've always craved. This to me is the road that I've always braved. Comes like a thief and descends from a black sky. Conquers earth with a mighty war cry. Take me down to the depths of a hellish fate. Deep down to the place where the worm will die. Comes like a thief and descends from a black sky. Conquers earth with a mighty war cry. Take me down to the depths of a hellish fate. Deep down to the place where the worm will die. Can't breathe from the haze of this black smoke. It's in my lungs and it burned in my throat. Save me, don't blame me, I hate me, just break me. Take me away, I can't even pray. Just even one day, don't treat me this way. This game that you play, this war I can say. No hope, threatened by the gun. No hope, rejected by the sun. Cried out, screamed out, held out, locked out. Take me away, I can't even pray. Just even one day, don't treat me this way. This game that you play, this war I can say. Comes like a thief and descends from a black sky. Conquers earth with a mighty war cry. Take me down to the depths of a hellish fate. Deep down to the place where the worm will die. Comes like a thief and descends from a black sky. Conquers earth with a mighty war cry. Take me down to the depths of a hellish fate. Deep down to the place where the worm will die. still, but the world moves around me. Too fast for a man to live carefree. I can't stop and I can't drop, feeling like it doesn't mean a thing, and it never did anyway. Stood still when the plan didn't work out. Couldn't see through this dark and fallout. I can't stop and I can't drop, feeling like it doesn't mean a thing, and it never did anyway. So my brain does a blackout. Tip the bottle so I never wanna walk out. Close my eyes till the credits roll to fade out. In the pain with the 1-2 knockout. Take the pill so my brain does a blackout. Tip the bottle so I never wanna walk out. Close my eyes till the credits roll to fade out. In the pain with the 1-2 knockout. Roll back, play back, time for the payback. Chained to this prison by a warden named Prozac. Read the printed drawback, silence is a setback. Medicated, satiated feeling is a fallback. Roll back, play back, time for the payback. Chained to this prison by a warden named Prozac. Read the printed drawback, silence is a setback. Medicated, satiated feeling is a fallback. Stood still, but the pain was about me. No help, but I can't be set free. I can't stop and I can't drop, feeling like it doesn't mean a thing, and it never did anyway. Stood still, but my heart couldn't take it. I try to smile, but in truth I fake it. I can't stop and I can't drop, feeling like it doesn't mean a thing, and it never did anyway. So my brain does a blackout. Tip the bottle so I never wanna walk out. Close my eyes till the credits roll to fade out. In the pain with the 1-2 knockout. Take the pill so my brain does a blackout. Tip the bottle so I never wanna walk out. Close my eyes till the credits roll to fade out. In the pain with the 1-2 knockout. Roll back, play back, time for the payback. Chained to this prison by a warden named Prozac. Read the printed drawback, silence is a setback. Medicated, satiated feeling is a fallback. Roll back, play back, time for the payback. Chained to this prison by a warden named Prozac. Read the printed drawback, silence is a setback. Medicated, satiated feeling is a fallback.